can remember talking about it with my wife, and she thought I was a little bit crazy. Wouldn't be the first idea that I've had, and not all of them are good. This one I really felt strongly about and wanted to try to make it into something. My name's Chris Carroll. I am the owner, inventor of DAGZ. DAGZ stands for Dice Angle Games. So in Illinois and in the small part of the Midwest, we call cornhole bags. So it's essentially bags with dice.
So we were actually having dinner, and he said he was thinking back. We had been to Mexico and we were playing bocce ball, and he said, I was just thinking back of that when we were playing bocce ball in the sand, and I have this idea for a game. I think I'm gonna mock it up.
Kind of was thinking along the lines of, it's a fun game, why hasn't anyone tried to miniaturize this? And it quickly, before I ever made anything, I was like, well, the sand will be a pain in the ass, I'm sure. So then I kind of started thinking about dice. I'm like, well, you can just make it to where one team is one color and another team is another color, and then, you can't just shoot right at the hole. And I'm like, there's gotta be a barrier there or something that, makes it a little bit more difficult, and maybe then you have to use some angles to get around the barrier, and from there I kind of went to work.
My brother and sister-in-law came and they played it all night. In fact, I went to sleep that night and I could hear dice, like just these dice rolling in my head as I was trying to sleep, because I didn't realize it at the time, but they'd been throwing dice for so many hours that it was just like ingrained in my head. And then my brother was like, I think this is a hit, can you make me one? And then it kind of turned into every time we played it, somebody said, hey, Chris, will you make me one? Will you make me one? And then it got to the point where, we couldn't really pump them out of the garage any longer.
I didn't want to be that person who saw what I thought I invented, a few years down the road. I saw it on TV or something, and I was like, hey, I made that, that's my idea. I kind of wanted to keep it really close to the vest and figure out, what should I do next with it? How do I protect this idea? How do I make this idea mine?
From the day I met him, he had a real drive to own something, have something of his own creation, and has had other entrepreneurial endeavors that have not been successful. So I was hesitant to begin with to say, okay, do we go at this again? But we talked about it and we said, no, we're gonna do it and we're gonna go all in and we're gonna make the financial investment, and the ongoing time commitment comes significantly more from Chris.
So in those early days, it was quite labor intensive. And the more I did it, the more time I took away from my family, and kind of bleeding into my health and other things. So we quickly kind of pivoted to needing a supplier to really take the reins.
He's had people say, you could make this cheaper, faster, quicker, and he's stayed pretty rigid in the fact that it's made in the US. He's got a great partner on the West Coast that makes these, and it's fulfilled in America. It's actually fulfilled here locally at Peoria Production Company. And so it's made, assembled, and fulfilled all in the US. I'm very proud of that, when he could have taken a different route to make it cheaper, faster.
We are in 44 states, nearly 200 public establishments across the United States. I feel like DAGZ is a game that could explode overnight. A lot of what we've done over the years is really build that ability to scale and build that foundation strong enough that we can build several stories from it. So I'm proud of that work, and it's not shiny, it's not flashy. And a lot of people will never know about the hard work that's gone into it. I'm proud of that because I know that we're set up for success when that moment comes, and I certainly hope that it's right around the corner, but we are poised for it.